Hi everyone, today I'm going to record a song using mutes on my bass. I find those quite interesting because when bass guitars, electric bass guitars were invented and introduced in the early 60s, it was quite common to find mute on them. They usually take the shape, for example, of a piece of foam jammed between the bridge and the bridge cover. That's the way Fender did it, for example. Now, the reason for them is because the electric bass guitar was introduced at the start to be a more practical replacement for the double bass, because it's less bulky, because it's easier to learn being a fretted instrument, easier to carry around. But by and large, bass players and bass manufacturers, instrument manufacturers, still believed that the bass should be able to sound like a double bass, and the mutes were there to achieve that. So I'm going to play a song today on my Rickenbacker where even to this day the mute come as standard. They are a piece of foam that's inside the bridge. I hope you can see it here. It's sort of a black piece of foam. You engage it by turning these screws here. And sometimes it gets a little bit jammed, so you need to alternate the two screws. Maybe it's not super practical to do on stage, but once they engage, it's a really nice thing to have in terms of sound. So I'm going to play a song on that. One thing I would recommend if you're using it is always to double check your tuning, which I've done already. Double check your tuning to make sure that the mutes pushing on the string haven't affected your tuning, just to make sure it still sounds correct. So I'm going to play a song by The Animals. It's called You Gotta Get Out, We Gotta Get Out of This Place. And so let's go. I hope you enjoy it.
In this dirty old part of the city, where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: if you did before your time is due, watch my daddy in bed crying, watch his hand been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. He's been working so hard. Oh, I'll be working too every night and day. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true, yeah. You did before your time is due. Watch my daddy in bed at time, watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. I'll be working every day, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last